Hello student, now I am going to explain Part B lab program number 10. Write an embedded C program to interface and control a DC motor. So basically a DC motor, also called as a direct current motor, converts the electrical energy into mechanical energy. We can find these DC motors in cheap toys, automotive applications like cranes, lifts, elevators, and hair dryers and so on. So this figure shows the DC motor. So this figure shows the block diagram of a DC motor. See, just observe these two pins. So we have the pin TRST and TMS. By applying a pulse on these two pins, we can rotate a DC motor in a specific direction. So these two pins are controlled by port 1 pin number 30 and port 1 pin number 31. The TMS pin is controlled by port 1 pin number 30 and TRST is controlled by port 1 pin number 31. So in order to rotate a motor, you have to apply high pulse to one of this pin, the other should be low. So this table illustrates the series of pulse to be applied in order to rotate the motor in a clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So when you apply a low pulse on both the pins, the motor is going to stop. So when you apply a high pulse on TRST controlled by port 1 pin number 31, the motor will rotate it clockwise. So when the high pulse is applied on the TMS pin controlled by port 1 pin number 30, the motor is going to rotate it anti-clockwise. So this is the procedure we follow in our program. So first we have to make both the pins port 1 pin number 30 and port 1 pin number 31 as output pins. We do it by using the IO1 DIR resistor. So here we are using IO1 DIR because the port pins are port 1 pins, so we should use IO1 DIR. Next, to rotate the motor clockwise, apply a high pulse on TRST pin controlled by port 1 pin number 31. So we do it by using IO1 set resistor. Stop the motor. So to stop the motor, you apply a low pulse on both the pins TRST and TMS using IO1 CLR resistor. Next, rotate the motor anti-clockwise by setting TMS pin to high using IO1 set resistor. See, whenever you are rotating a motor in clockwise and anti-clockwise, one of the pin will be high. For clockwise rotation, only TRST will be high, TMS will be low, and to rotate the motor in anti-clockwise, TMS will be high and TRST will be low. So let us look into the program. So here we use a delay procedure. So in order to notice the direction of a motor rotation, we need to use a delay procedure. So here we have a simple delay procedure which uses a for loop. So coming to the program, as explained in the previous slide, the first step is you need to make the port pins P1 30 and port 1 pin number 31 as output pin. So for this we make use of IO1 DIR resistor. So we load the IO1 DIR resistor with the value 0x C000000. So this value will make port 1 pin number 30 and 31 to function as output pin. To set the pin port pin number 130 and 31 as output pin, we are going to use the IO-DIR resistor. So IO-DIR is a 32-bit resistor. So if I want to make pin number 31 and 30 as output pin, I should place 1 on bit 30 and bit 31 of IO-DIR. So remaining bits will be filled with 0. So when we convert this into a hexadecimal value, we get C 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. So this is the value we have loaded to IO1 DIR register. So this is going to configure port 1 pin number 30 and port 1 clockwise direction. So for this, we have to apply a high pulse on pin number 31. So when I apply a high pulse on pin number 31, so this has to be done by using IO set register. So you can write this as either IO1 set or you can write it as IO set 1. Both are same.
1.
So now I want to rotate the motor in clockwise direction. So I apply a high pulse on pin number 31 and remaining will be low. So we convert this into hexadecimal, we get 8 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 0. So this is the value we have put to the IO set 1 register to rotate the DC motor in clockwise direction. Next we have a delay, we have got a delay procedure. Next is after rotating the motor in clockwise, next we need to stop the motor. If at all if you want to stop the motor, you have to apply low pulse on pin number 30 and 31. This can be done by using IO CLR1 register. So again pin number 31 and 30 will be set to 1. Remaining all bits will be set to 0. So the hex equivalent of this will be C 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 0. So this is the value we put in IO CLR1 register to stop the motor. So next to rotate the motor in anti-clockwise direction, I should apply high pulse on pin number 30. So that is in the IO set register. Pin number 30 will be 1, that is bit 30 will be 1, remaining will be 0. So the hex equivalent of this number will be 4 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. So we load this value 0x4 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 to rotate the motor in anti-clockwise. Then we are calling a delay procedure. Again to stop the motor, we are going to load IOCLR1 register with the value 0xC 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. So this set of instructions will run continuously in the while loop while always true. So it keeps on rotating the motor clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Students, let us now see how to execute the DC motor program, that is program to rotate the DC motor clockwise and anti-clockwise. Let us type the program in Keel and see. So in the Keel, when you open the Keel, go to project, new Vision project. See, all of you have already created a directory in the desktop. So in the same directory, create subdirectory for every lab program. That is because always you are going to execute the hex file. The hex file name will be same as that of your project name. So better you create a folder for each part B lab program so that you can easily locate your hex file. So in the desktop, I'm going to create a new folder. So this is a DC motor program. So I'll give the name of the folder as DC motor. Inside this folder, I'm going to save the program. So project name is, I'll give it as DC. So the name of the project is DC. So select legacy device database, LPC 2148. Click on OK. So it will ask copy startup.s to project folder. Click on S. So all your Part B programs are embedded C programs, you require a startup.c. You can see that startup.s is added. Now go to File, New. So let us type the program. So I'll copy the program. Already have it in a text file. So this is the program so this is the program which I explained to rotate the DC motor in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Save the program. Make sure that you're going to save the program inside the newly created folder. So I created a folder called DC motor in the desktop. So I'm going to save this file in that folder. So I'll call this file as DC motor.c. So save with .c extension. Click on save. Next, right click on source group 1. Add existing file to source group. Add DC motor.c. So you can see that DC motor.c is added. Now go to target, right click on target for all your Part B lab programs. So you need to set the target, you need to configure even this folder also. Right click on target, option for target 1. So here go to output, click on create hex file, then linker, use memory layout from target dialog. Go to debug, click on use ulink to /MERM debugger. I repeat again. So output, create hex file. In linker, use memory layout from target dialog. And in debug, use ulink MERM debugger. Click on OK. Now build the file. So 0 errors. You can see the message here creating a hex file. So there are no errors. You can ignore the warnings. So once you have built the program, next is you are going to upload the hex file in the FlashMagick and see the output in the hardware interface. So minimize this screen. Let us open a FlashMagick. See in the FlashMagick, since the device is already selected LPC2148, if something else is there, click on select device. In the select device, you can find LPC2148 in ARM7. So it belongs to ARM microcontroller 7 family. Select LPC2148. If it is already selected, fine. If some other microcontroller is selected, so you can click on this select device and choose LPC2148. The COM port is 3 and oscillator is always 12 MHz. Now next is you have to check the erase all flash plus code. Then verify after programming. Check this also. Then click on browse. You have to browse the hex file. As I told, the name of the hex file will be same as your project name. The name of the project is DC, which is there inside the DC motor folder. So desktop, DC motor. You can see two subfolder being created, that is listings and object. Double click on object. So you have dc.x. Click on open. Now when you click on start, so you can see here attempt to connect and finish. So once you get the finished message, you can see that the motor rotates in clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Okay. So this is the procedure to run the lab program.